Hi everyone, my name is Rubesh. I'm the quintessential junior developer. Hope everyone is doing fine during the pandemic. It has been quite the time, right? So, today I'm going to talk about my journey on how I ended up doing 7 internships before actually finishing up my engineering. So, I graduated last year, 2019, and I did my bachelor's in computer science. So, having said that, college was a weird place where you get to meet a lot of folks from different background. The ideologies are completely different from most of the folks. You end up getting to learn something or the other. So yeah, it's basically a place to go ahead and explore stuff. So I was pretty sure that I would wanna take up a tech job, but tech is a vast field, right? Tech is a vast field. There are lots of stuff. So I wasn't sure on like which one would I go ahead with. So yeah, I started with I started exploring a lot of stuff. Like at that time, mobile development was a big thing, so I tried my hands on Android and all, and then I came across web. So web was it's really the easiest thing to pick it up. It's easiest thing to pick it up, but as you go forward, it's not that easy, right? So yeah, so I started on with web, and then someone introduced me to this term called internship, and I was told that you basically work for a certain period of time after your college, or you taken off from your college, and they essentially pay you a decent amount of stipend, which is enough for you to party on the weekends and stuff. Yeah. So I was like, that's a great idea, but like, how do I do it? How do I do it? So someone just suggested me that there's a portal called Internshala, and there are folks who are actually looking out for interns and all. They post all those things there. So I that's the first thing I did. I signed up there and I tried to figure out like what all skills do I have, or what all skill sets could I actually acquire for me to get this particular job. So it was majorly doing market research, like what kind of skills would someone would like from an intern basically. So yeah, as I said earlier, I was into web. So I saw a lot of opportunities in terms of web development, and I ended up getting into a garage startup. Garage startups are great. Like, to be honest, it's great. So I worked in a company called Tri Cinema. So I worked there for about 5 to 6. It was 6 months, I would say. It was about 6 months. I was essentially the first engineer who got hired. So essentially there was no code base at all, and I was supposed to work on AngularJS, the first version of Angular. So yeah, we started on with it, but this 6 month journey, right? It was not just about learning how tech works or something. That was definitely part of the plan, but excluding that, I got to learn a lot of things, even in terms of design and in terms of product building. So that gave me a good head start. So post that, again, I started looking for internships, and as they say, for some internships you need experience, right? So once you have like 5 6 months experience, or at least you would have done one internships, it gets like getting another internship essentially becomes a piece of cake. So I started off my second internship in a company called Pick Your Trail. Pick Your Trail, uh, like basically in Pick Your Trail, I learned how to work with team, how exactly, like, what is the importance of version control and all, right? And because Pick Your Trail was an established startup, I think, if I'm not wrong, at that time there were around 50 60 odd folks, amazing folks, like folks in marketing, sales were also really cool. So everyone was really open to helping out and stuff. So I got so the major thing for me was in this shift was moving from, in terms of time, moving from Angular JS, which I was using earlier in the first internships, to actually React JS. So now React, as we know, is a library, right? So you can essentially write it anyway. Like, so it was really difficult for me to pick it up as an intern, but somehow I figured it out and I managed to grow. So post that, again, it was time to move on. Then again, I looked back into Internshala, and also I tried to connect with few folks on LinkedIn, Facebook, blah blah blah. So ended up getting another internships in again a startup. It was like 5 to 6 folks startup. It's called SkillLink. So there I was responsible for. So there I was the only front end developer at that time. There was one more full stack developer as well. So you know the amount of work you have to do in a startup, right, of this size. So learnings were really crazy, like next level learning. It was one of those times where only internet is something you can look back to, right? I mean, you can't really go ahead and ask anyone because there's like not much folks from front end were there. So internet was the only place. So I essentially learned, how to independently work, how to not rely on anyone else, rely on a senior or anything, right? I got into problem and then I figured out how to, how to solve that particular problem. So if I had to put it, in one line, my experience in skilling was, learning how to Google. So that's like every developer will agree with me, I believe. That's the most crucial thing, like crucial skill for a particular developer. If you even if you don't know the solution, you should be able to figure it out. And excluding that, even it was a small team, and like skilling, probably the most passionate folks I have seen in terms of product or in terms of what they were building. They were working day and night to help customers and all, help to grow their customer base. So it was crazy passionate. Like I got to learn a lot from that. So post after that, again, I got another internship, which was next year, I believe. Which was next year, and before that I had a good amount of time slot, right? So I was contacted by few folks from a really famous Android app. It's also in iOS, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, it's there in all the both the OSs, and it's called Programming Hub. Really famous app. So Programming Hub is essentially, as the term suggests, right? You go there, you download the app, and you can learn stuff, right? So I joined in as a course creator. And I made few courses in JavaScript and CSS and HTML and React and frameworks and few things here and there. So I worked as a content creator for about 2 to 3 months, where I got to learn on how to explain things to a 5-year-old, because we were essentially at that time we were essentially targeting folks who don't even know how to code at all, right? So just introducing them to a particular language, and how far-fetched could you get and all, right? So those are the skills I got to learn in terms of being a course creator. And then folks at Programming Hub, they liked my work, and then they asked me that if I will be willing to work even more. So I was like, why not? So I basically got, I don't know if it's called promotion or what. So I was again hired as a technical content manager. So technical content manager was similar to being a manager, and you're basically managing a lots of course creators, because Programming Hub had a lot of course creators at that time. And you have to manage them, you have to onboard them and all. And if they come up with anything, like if they're stuck on anything, just help with them, review how they're doing, review their docs, how the course is progressing and all. So I learned major chunk of my communication skills from there, like how to be articulate and all those things. So yeah, that was that. It was more in terms of soft skills learning rather than tech, but that contributed a lot in my career till date. So yeah. So after that, I got into a company called Postman. Postman it's really famous. So I got into it. I was really excited, and that was the first time I went to Bangalore, and that was essentially a summer internship. So Postman is a crazy place for developers if you want to learn. I got to work on really cool things, and seeing something build, and then going out to all the developers and them using and reading through the feedback. It's a different thing altogether. So I learned a lot in terms of how to write production level code, and how PR reviews work, and everything, like, because Postman is essentially a tech startup, right? So the main focus was, at the end of the day, tech and also customers. So there I got to learn a lot as well. So after Postman, I got into a company called Ink Monk. So Inkbang again, the architecture at Inkbang was really cool, like really cool. I was, to be honest, too naive. My technical understanding was too naive at that point to understand that like how exactly this works. I wish I could like go back and figure out how it works and all. But I was too naive at that time. My technical understanding was not at that part. But now that I think of it, it would have been really amazing, right? So yeah, I worked at Inkmong as well. After that, I got into a fintech startup called Razorpay, where I interned for a good amount of time, and I got a pre-placement offer there, and have been working there ever since. Yeah, and we recently became a unicorn startup. So I think few weeks back. So that's there. So Razorpay is an amazing organization in terms of culture. Like you'll hear this a lot, that the culture is like really good, really, we are really open and all. Excluding that, even tech wise, during my internship I got to work in all the front end projects. So I got to understand like in which technologies how you write code and all, right? So I was lucky enough to get in and try to figure out how exactly to manage particular project and how to contribute. So yeah, that's about it. That's how I ended up finishing my 7 internships in 4 years college.